Action.
Let's take it away. Bang. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back with another episode of MY3. And today, as always, we've got another amazing guest. So I'm going to hand him over. He is the legend that is actually called Botty. But what the interesting thing is, I have only just found this out, but probably a lot of you lot who are watching don't actually know what Botty's real name is. And come on, Botty, let's talk about it. I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, so the first name is Connor. I think a lot of people may have guesses, Callum, Connor, anything. But yeah, it is Connor. But Botty's just stuck with me for years and years. All my close friends call it to me. And I mean, it's a nice way to refer to myself in the community and with people I chat to, as there isn't another one.
There isn't. You are the only one. I remember the Botty, the shy Botty. I'll never forget that. We won't go down that route. But no, thank you for coming on. So you've introduced yourself. Tell them about you and a couple of little points, and then we'll crack on.
Yeah, sure. So just me as a person, really, I work for a bank. I'm a software engineer. That's what I'm doing full time. I've been doing that now for 2 years. So during this entire pandemic, I've been fortunate enough to still work. And it has been a lot of work though. And now I've just been working from home this entire time. And I'm kind of sick of it, if I'm honest. You kind of don't want to be in your house anymore. You want to get out. But sneaker side, I have been collecting trainers now since I think 2017. I've always had a little interest into shoes. My dad, massive sneakerhead. He's collected a lot of shoes. Nothing too amazing, but he just has a lot of them. So it's kind of rubbed off on me over the years. And I think 2017, I got into kind of looking at shoes. I went to university briefly and I met someone who was massively into the Yeezys. He had got the Pirate Blacks. He had got the, I can't remember. I think it's the tan pair. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But since he had them, I kind of spoke to him and he kind of ushered me in the right direction, so to speak, where all these hyped shoes are, how to get them and what to do. So since then, I've just been going at it, collecting all the shoes that I like. I've got a few big hitters that hopefully I can show today. But yeah, I've been here since 2017 and I'm still going strong.
Amazing. That's what it's all about. Love it. Before we crack on, one thing what interests me about that your dad's a sneakerhead. Does he have any old school pairs, like gems that he's kept from when he was like a kid and like you're kind of looking at them and thinking, wow?
See, on the top of my head, there's none that because again, I think kind of where I am, I'm a lot more looking forward. So I don't really look at past pairs that much, or a bit before me. But a big one I remember at the time that he had the love-hate Huaraches. He had the hate pair, which I actually saw them when I was younger, and I really, really wanted them because it was when Huaraches were massive again. And you had the triple black pair that would instantly sell out. And he had the hate pair, which was a pair I thought was absolutely huge at the time. My mind was blown because they just weren't easy to get hold of. You couldn't just walk into a store and get them. So on the top of my head, that's probably the pair that I remember the most.
That's cool. And does he still collect?
He collects here and there now. He's got a few Jordan 4s. So I do actively speak to him on a regular basis about what's up and coming, what he's interested in and stuff like that. So he is still collecting as we are today, but none of the massive ones that a lot of people in the community would associate with.
That's pretty cool. Love that story. Love that. All right, wicked. So let's crack things off. You know the drill. Reverse order. Let's see your number 3 shoe.
All right, I will start with the box and I'll let you have a little guess. What do you think is inside this box?
I'm guessing it's a Sakai.
You are correct. These ones, I thought I'm going to have.
I don't know which one because I think they kept all the boxes the same throughout.
Yeah, they have. So I have got the red and blue OG Sakai Waffle. There's a nice little story with these actually. So these came out in March 2019, and when I first saw them, I hated them. I thought they were horrible shoe. I hated the huge sole they've got on the back. And I just thought, I hate these. But as time's gone on, as we've gone out to our meets and that after when people win their shoes on the weekends, when we could do that, I saw a lot of people in the community who actually had these. And having them in hand, they are beautiful. Wearing them on feet, they are beautiful. When you see people with them on foot, they just are stunning. And they're that stunning that it's actually changed my entire opinion of them. Now, I got incredibly lucky with them that about 5 months after they released, I got them for retail. I didn't get them for resale. Got them for retail. And shout out to Offspring. I actually won them just by commenting on a post one day. They put up a post about the Sakai, hinting at the new pairs that were coming out. And I was incredibly fortunate to have them reply to my comment and say,
I
do
remember.
you know what? Yeah, we're going to hook you up with a pair. And heaven before me, I got this pair, which I think is my favorite pair out of the entire collection that they've done. I love these in the summer. The mesh is amazing, but I will never wear these in the winter. I tried it 1 year and this mesh offers nothing. My feet were frozen. So they are coming in at number 3 because they are very special. It was a nice kind of reward, I think, for just being an active person in the community. So yeah, I do really, really love them.
Absolutely love it, and great story, of course, and you'll never forget that shoe because of that story, especially that it was kind of that little reward from Offspring for being the community member. I remember when that actually happened. It was just completely out of the blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. They put up a post just hinting, and I just commented saying, "Oh, I can't believe like I've missed out on the OGs. Really hope to hit this." And they replied to my comment saying, "Oh, check your DM." And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god!" Because you know what happens as soon as they say check DM on one of their posts, that person is it's their lucky day. I was straight.
Yeah,
in
and
those
occasionally
DMs.
they do that, don't they? They just feel like
They do.
helping out a few people,
Yeah.
and it's great. But I testify with you on how you thought about that shoe when it first dropped, and I was exactly the same.
Yeah,
exactly the same as you. I didn't like it, I didn't understand it, and then saw it on people's feet. You finally get it in hand, and I didn't actually get any of the first round, but I was very lucky. I got an S&S win on the Barney colorway.
Oh, very nice colorway that, and S&S
yeah,
win,
which is
never won.
No, it was. I've only won twice from them actually, but always a myth still. But yeah, no, it's a great shoe, the Sakai, and it's obviously a new shoe, relatively shoe. You know the way they've done it with the collaboration, but I think it's definitely going to stand the test of time, and it's going to be definitely part of sneaker culture history going forward. It's very iconic, and I like what they're doing. But I definitely prefer the original models to these newer ones that they brought out.
these new ones for me, the sole is just massive.
Yeah, it's a bit too big, isn't it?
I'm not that keen on them, but I have got a pair upstairs. But yeah, I think I've worn them maybe once or twice there. I'm very much struggling to wear them. I do like a Balenciaga Triple S, but this, I just think that fish lips at the back isn't doing it for me at the moment.
Donald Duck at the back of your feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Literally. But no, love it. So amazing. Great third shoe. So let's see what you got in at number 2, please.
All right. Another one of Guess the Shoe.
We all know that box. We all know that box. It's the Guava you've got, if I remember rightly.
I've actually got both pairs. Luckily, I have got both pairs, but it is, you are correct, it is the Guava pair. This pair, they're absolutely beautiful. And I think when I first saw them again, when I first saw it with the tongue down, like
I think everybody felt that way.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I don't like them. They're horrible. They've ruined it. But as soon as you saw the tongue, photos of the tongue being unsewn, I was like, there we go. That is that traditional Jordan 4 look, the look that everyone loves. But this colorway is stunning to me. I think they're a lot better than the Noir pair because I just think these colors go so well together and it's such a unique colorway. And I have, this is again another summer shoe because I just wouldn't want to beat any of these in the winter. I wouldn't want any mud on the suede, which is it's a very kind of like rough suede that would be quite difficult to get any stains out of. I did, unfortunately, it's actually did wipe off, but I'm not sure if you can see, but on the toe box, I did actually drop coffee down it. And it doesn't look visible there at all from my eyes. So I think I've done it right there. But yeah, this is...
And that toe box looks like a bit of a meshy toe box, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I
know that material.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the Sakai's, but it is definitely one that's very difficult to get anything out of if you do. But yeah, for me, this is definitely top 2. Again, it was very exclusive release, only dropped in the United States on Union's website. I was incredibly lucky to hit on their site, which I know a lot of people didn't. Everyone remembers the question orange. But yeah, this was amazing. I remember just sitting there because you get put in a queue like you do on a lot of Shopify sites. And I was fingers crossed, please. And yeah, I managed to get through. I got hit a bit by the customs, which was again expected. But yeah, absolute beauty.
Yeah, no, they're stunning. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And you got the set, you got the noir pair as well.
Yeah, I managed to get the set on these. For someone who actually missed out on the Air Jordan 1s, at the time I wasn't massively into Air Jordan 1s, so I didn't even bother going for them. But
Yeah.
this pair, after again being in the community for so long, seeing the amount of love Jordan 4s get, because I know a lot of people will hate me for this. This was my first Air Jordan 4. I've been waiting ages and ages to kind of get a special one, and these just caught my eye.
It's funny because there's obviously, look, I'm a little bit older than you, but
Yeah,
I've got a view of like, look, you get into the community, you get into the game when you get into the game, and you can't expect everyone to just have stacks and stacks of
yeah,
models and silhouettes. And sometimes it does take a certain, design or a collaboration or model of that silhouette to come out to catch someone's eye
yeah.
and make that first one in that silhouette. So no, look, you go for it, and
Yeah,
I'm sure it will start your collection of fours
yeah,
off
it
now.
has. Yeah, actually, it has, to be fair. So, like I said, I got the Off Noir pair. I'm looking at the Toupe Haze pair, and I mean, I know everyone else is looking at them, but if the Off White 4 Breads come out, they're an instant attempt to try and cop.
Yeah, that's a dream this year.
Yeah, that would be a
If it
dream to.
happens.
If it's anything like the sale release, I probably won't get them. But we've got
No.
to have hope out there. Got to have some hope.
Yeah, well, I ignored the sale release because obviously it was women's sizing,
Yeah.
and I'm a size 11, so I think it only went up to a 10 or something or a 9.
Oh, yeah, see that needs to stop. They just need to do universal sizing for every shoe. No
Could not
women's
agree more
sizing
with you.
and no men's sizing. It needs to be
Yeah,
for
couldn't
everyone.
agree more with you. Everything's unisex these days. Everyone wears each other's stuff. And yeah, I agree. 100%. Amazing. So I love it. Great first two. So let's see what you're going to pull out the bag as your number one in the closet.
I won't show you the box because that'll be incredibly difficult. Now,
fine,
okay. For me, these are my top pair of shoes. So it's the CPFM Air Forces. Now, there's a bit of a story to these ones. So when they first dropped in 2019 with the Nike ID, I was on the train coming home from work, and yeah, it was a myth. I managed to get the black pair, but I was getting errors on the white pair, and I was like, I need to feel something here. I need to get this pair because I'm not going to get them otherwise. So I checked out on an all black pair, the ones that ASAP Rocky has. So that's the flea and the air and the all black. Yeah, they're all right for me, but they're definitely nothing like the all white pair. So I wear the black pair in the winter, and the white pair is when we ever get it, the summer shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
So in 2019, I didn't hit the white pair. I tried looking around, but it's one of those, because it was a Nike ID release, to kind of get the exact design you want with the sunshine on the left shoe, the air on the right shoe, and all white. As you know, the Nike ID had various colors for the lettering, different types of lettering.
Yeah, lots of different combinations, of course.
And it was incredibly hard to find a pair in my size that had everything I wanted. So I actually never managed to find a pair on that first release. These came in, I think November or December this year. I actually had to pay resale.
Okay.
So that was because, well, thankfully, to a sense, CPFM actually did another drop in the United States. So and they were only limited to this white shoe or the ASAP Rocky black shoe that I've got. So,
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So these dropped again, and it was again US only. So it was an absolute pain. It was impossible to even try and get a pair. I did try, but that site just broke in half.
Yeah.
And yeah, that kind of opened up the door for me to be able to get them on resale. I tried to have a look around. Still couldn't find anything. So I went to StockX. I put in a bid on my size. I think I paid a little bit over. I paid £400 for them, but it was a shoe that I've wanted since I saw them. I love an Air Force. I think a lot of people love an Air Force, and all white Air Force especially.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
To get one that's got unique lettering on from the Nike Tempos, it was amazing. And I definitely think this is my number one shoe. A lot of people may not think so, but these, to me, they're so unique. This lettering is amazing. They're so beautiful, and the quality of the leather is amazing.
They look great. I'll be honest with you, I've actually never held a pair of those ones. I have been told the quality is amazing. What's interesting, it looks like the air, there's a shadow in different lights. It kind of pops differently.
Yeah, so to kind of put it, so you have here, I'll try to zoom in a bit. You've got the lettering, and then there's a little flap underneath it. There's a little flap underneath it, which is actually 3M material. So you put a little bit of flash on these, and they'll shine up. It's just matched in with a white color. So usually on the naked eye, you wouldn't see anything. But when you flash them up, they look amazing on the camera flash.
No, I love it. And like you said, you know, there might be a few people who were, why is it your number one? But again, this is why I'm getting people here to show their top three. And it's not always about hype or how expensive it is or how rare it is. You know, it's all about the story to you. And, you know, you've got your reasons behind it. And great story. And I love it. And look, you went on the chase, you got it, and you did really well in the end.
Yeah.
And it's not a terrible price. What was RRP on it? Because I remember it wasn't.
So retail price, I think it was around 150, because I know I got the Nike ID pair was 150, and I must say, again, Nike ID QC was an absolute joke. I think I've got one of the most mangled R's for the air anyone can get on my black pair. It's awful. And
we've all seen it.
They were 150. I honestly, on the top of my head, I'm not too sure. As again, it was a United States release, so I'm not sure. But I paid 400, and I think again, because they were only US, I would have to pay more regardless. I'm just happy I was able to get them. It was so difficult. I was looking for a good year, and nothing was ever in my size in the exact design I wanted. So for them restocking was one of the best things I think that could have happened. Yeah,
because then obviously a load more of that design went out on the secondary market. And then you got your opportunity. No, amazing, great, love it. Well, thank you very much. Really, really good top three. I really enjoyed that. Some lovely stories and a little bit of diversity, you know, a few things that we haven't seen on here before. So that's what it's all good. So as always, what's on your feet or shoe of the day?
So the shoe of the day is the Yeezy 350 Boost Bread.
Classic.
Has to be these. They're so comfortable. I don't often wear Adidas, but you can't beat their comfort. And this is a shoe, again, another restock that I've been waiting on ages. I don't wear Yeezys that much, but this pair I've always wanted. They're so nice. The color is just,
I couldn't agree more.
So well.
I personally love a 350. One of the most comfortable shoes I own. I own quite a few of them. They're a great running around everyday sort of shoe. And like you, I got the Breads on the restock in December last year. Which I was pretty happy about, because as soon as I saw them restocking, I was like, that was one of the first ones I wanted from back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. I don't really want a lot of Yeezys, but this pair, there was no way of letting them go a second time. And they were incredibly hard to get. I actually won no raffles. I managed to get them first come, first serve on the Offspring website. It's the only, other than that, I wouldn't have had a pair.
Happy days. Yeah, I won them on Adidas, actually. So
Adidas, it was like no chance for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit of luck. But I hear it was one of those stories with those Breads. There was a lot of people who kind of couldn't get them, but then there was a lot of people who seemed it was really easy.
It was one of those that a lot of people saw stock numbers and immediately thought these are going to be a walk in the park. But again, we've seen it quite often. Demand always outweighs the supply.
You can't even get a GR these days.
Yeah, it is incredibly hard. Yeah, so hard to get anything.
So my shoe of the day, been running around in these bad boys. Pair of Dunk SB Shadows. I got these like literally off Nike. I remember very easily.
Was this before the Dunks blew up again?
This was before anyone cared about Dunks. So it was the original Dunk heads sitting there, you know, and I just bought these very easy. And you can't go wrong with a classic shadow colorway.
No, you can't.
And they're actually a great shoe for this time of the year with the colors. So that's what I've been running around with today.
Those days, some days, just want those days back. Everything is so hard now.
Yeah, we'll be back. But listen, it's been a really good episode. Thank you so much for coming on. Massive shout out to Connor Botti, everybody. Guys, you know the drill. You want to get on the show? We want everyone on the show. Get in my DMs. Let's be in touch. As always, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It's been another episode of MY3.